guys, I have decided to go ahead and vlog today because it's been so long since I've talked to all of you and just kind of catch you up on what's going on. We have just gone through a really big loss in our family. Nelson and Savannah's grandpa, who we call Papa, passed away. It's been a little while. We've all gone through like a whole whirlwind of disbelief and panic and pain, and a lot of you guys have been there for us, so I just want to thank you. You guys are so sweet. Love all of you. But I thought what I would talk about today, since we've just gone through it, is grief. And I think there's a good grief and a bad grief. Life is not fair, and no matter how wonderful and beautiful it is, which it is, we're always going to have unfair moments and things that happen that just you can't believe, and you don't feel like it's right, but you're helpless to do anything about it. And losing Papa was one of those things for us. I feel like I'm going hoarse. When something first happens, when you first experience a loss, you go through so much denial and disbelief and panic because all you want is for things to go back to how they were before, and you just can't. There's like no way to go back to that. And so how do you face your grief, and how do you deal with it? Like, what do you do? How do you even go to the next day? And a lot of times, like what we did for a few days was just breathe. Just tell ourselves to get up, breathe, eat something, because that's all we could do, is just face that moment. You go through like these moments in life with loss of just your heart feeling really heavy and just this physical ache in your stomach. And I'm sorry to talk about all this and to be a downer, but it's also part of life. And even though I'm usually really happy and so many wonderful things happen in our family and in our lives, this is part of life. It's part of the bad part of life. When you are going through that sheer panic, you have to tell yourself, no matter how bad you feel, you have to tell yourself, I feel really bad right now, and I don't know how I'm going to get through today or tomorrow or the next day, but I'm going to be okay. And that's the basis. That's the foundation of it all. It's just knowing that through this, you're going to be all right. It's always good, no matter how sad you are, to face it. You have to touch those feelings by dealing with them. There's different ways that people deal with different things, like going for walks and just sitting and watching a TV show that makes you laugh, or writing your feelings down. Just sit down and just write. And that helps me a lot. Finding someone that you can trust to talk to is also a good thing. Someone that they don't try to make your life all better, but they listen to you and they tell you that they care, and they're there to put their arm around you and care about you. And so if you have a friend or you yourself are going through something, reach out to them. Reach out to people you can trust and know will be there. They don't have to say anything eloquent. You don't have to say anything great or wonderful to your friend if they're hurting. Just be there for them. Just care. Let them know that you love them. Even if you have to go outside, and one way of dealing with it is just to scream at the top of your lungs. Just get it out. Cry. Be angry if you have to, and get it out. These are all good ways of grieving and good ways of being sad. Some of the bad ways to deal with grief and sadness is to let it just encompass you and envelop you and become who you are. And I know sometimes you can't help it, and you feel like, you know, this is my life now. I'm going to be sad the rest of my life. I don't think I'll ever be happy again. And I know that's how you feel right now. But you won't always feel that way. Try to find just little good things, small things that make you happy. And that will pull you out of your depression. It's so easy to slide into that. I know, because I have dealt with sadness and grief two ways recently. A few years ago, I had something horrible that happened. I know I've touched on it in some of my videos, but I didn't deal with it right. I didn't deal with it well. I didn't know how, because I had never had anything so bad happen to me before. But I let it engulf who I was as a person, and I didn't trust people. I didn't have any joy in life. I kind of pushed myself away from others, and I was just really, really sad. I was angry and hurt, felt betrayed. And it's okay to feel all those ways, but I didn't realize that I would be okay. And it's taken a few years for me to realize that. So this time around, with this horrible thing that's hit our family, I know that even though I'm sad, I'm going to get through it, because I did before. all of life is not horrible. There's good mixed in with the bad. And as long as we concentrate on the good, concentrate on those happy things, you're going to be okay. Another good way of dealing with grief is to pull your family closer to you, and that's what we've done as well. Savannah and Nelson and Papa Panda and I, we are all sticking together like glue and getting through this together. And the very last thing is, you know, we think that we're going to have people in our lives forever, but nothing lasts forever here on this earth. Nothing. So get close to the people you love. Create wonderful memories with those people, because you never know. You think you have them forever here, but there's no guarantee of that, because life's just the way it is. Life's unfair. So create wonderful, beautiful memories with the people you love. Don't take them for granted. It's so easy to do that, but don't. Go hug them right now. Hug the people that you love. Call the people that you love. Your grandparents, your parents, your siblings, even if you did get in a fight. Your closest friends. Call them up and tell them what they mean to you. And some other bad ways of dealing with grief that I just thought of is, whatever you do, don't hurt yourself through the pain. Don't hurt yourself physically. You're going to get through this without that. And there's no need to self-harm. It will only hurt the people that you love even more. So try to stay healthy. Follow the good ways of grieving and the good ways of being sad. If there is such a thing, like grief and sadness is never good, but there's a good way of handling it. And if you ever need help, don't forget to reach out. You can always reach out to people, okay? Because remember, you are loved. Yes, you are.